good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we have some very, very interesting news as undefeated, rising Mexican superstar, title contender, King Ryan Garcia, 21 wins, no loss and no draw, 18 wins by way of knockout. Ryan Garcia is 23 years of age, 5'10", with a 70-inch arm reach. Okay, Ryan Garcia is set to make his ring return April 9th against Emmanuel Tago. With that said, Ryan Garcia has had a lot of turbulence in his career as of late. And Ryan Garcia hasn't been happy with the comments made by his mentor and big brother and 4-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer, who is currently the undisputed super middleweight world champion, that being the face of the sport of boxing. Many people consider to be top 3, if not number 1 best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Saul Canelo Alvarez. With that said, Ryan Garcia was pegged as being not committed to the sport of boxing, not committed to his craft by Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, he stated that Ryan Garcia is simply not, committed. He's wasting his career, he's wasting his time, and he's wasting his talent. And Canelo Alvarez, he stated that himself and well-renowned trainer, 2-time trainer of the year, long-time trainer Canelo Alvarez, and trainer of Ryan Garcia since 2018, Eddy Reynoso, has to essentially convince Ryan Garcia to come to the gym to work out, okay? And so with that said, Canelo Alvarez, he stated that, that's not a good thing. He's very talented, he's very skilled, and Ryan Garcia should not have to be dragged into the gym or forced to come to the gym or convinced to come to the gym. He should be focusing on his craft. And so with that said, those comments didn't go over well. And then Ryan Garcia, he stated that, he didn't look at it in the manner that many people looked at the comments made by Canelo Alvarez. He stated that, it was constructive criticism on the part of Canelo Alvarez. And Ryan Garcia, he stated that, he wasn't worried about it. He needed to get focused and get in the gym. Canelo Alvarez, he responded to those comments by saying he hopes Ryan Garcia didn't take it wrong. He hoped that Ryan Garcia, didn't take it in a manner that he was trying to down him, but trying to uplift him, okay? And so with that said, now Ryan Garcia, shockingly, has announced that he is parting ways with longtime trainer from 2018. We're in 2022, in Eddy Reynoso, okay? Now, Ryan Garcia, he stated that, his April 9th showdown with Emmanuel Tago will not be with Eddy Reynoso, but it will indeed be with his old trainer in Joe Goosen, and he's going to build his own gym. So he will no longer be participating in Canelo Alvarez gym with Eddy Reynoso. Canelo Alvarez, he will be going on his own, and he stated that the plan is not changed to become world champion. Now, the problem with Ryan Garcia is this, okay? You look at Ryan Garcia's career. Ryan Garcia, he hasn't fought in quite some time, okay? Since his win over, Olympic gold medalist, British star boxer Luke Campbell. After he beat Luke Campbell, Ryan Garcia, he hasn't been in the ring, okay? Ryan Garcia, he stated that he wanted to come back against, 3-division undefeated world champion, superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis. That he began negotiations for a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, but guess what? That fight never came to fruition. Okay, then Ryan Garcia, he stated that he was going to come back against legendary 8-division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, and guess what? That never came to fruition. Okay, that actually went to a point where Manny Pacquiao and his team let Ryan Garcia and his team and Oscar De La Hoya know that if they continue to use their name for promotion, they would go the legal route. Okay, so stop mentioning his name. They had no interest in Ryan Garcia. Now, he took on Luke Campbell February of 2021. We're in February of 2022, so it's been a year since he's been out the ring. Then Ryan Garcia was scheduled to come back again in the ring against Javier Fortuna in July. And guess what? Ryan Garcia, he cited health issues that he had to pull out the fight. He could not proceed forward with it, so he pulled out the fight and stated that he needed to get his health and everything together before he continued his career. Then Ryan Garcia was supposed to come back against former IBF super featherweight world champion Mexican superstar boxer Joseph Jojo Diaz. But Ryan Garcia, he then pulled out of that fight with Joseph Diaz and cited that he broke his hand. Okay, so Ryan Garcia has not been in the ring since then. Okay, then Ryan Garcia, he was the mandatory for undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney. And Ryan Garcia, he stated that if the Tank Davis fight didn't come to fruition, he would pursue the Devin Haney fight. Well, then he changed his opinion on that and stated that, well, Devin Haney, is a boring fighter, so he doesn't have much interest in fighting Devin Haney. Well, then Ryan Garcia then switched that to, Gervonta Tank Davis's opponent December 5th, that Gervonta Tank Davis beat unanimous decision in Mexican star boxer Isaac Pitbull Cruz, in which Ryan Garcia stated that Gervonta Tank Davis should have knocked out Isaac Cruz because he's a C-level fighter. So Isaac Cruz then called out Ryan Garcia, stated that if you believe I'm a C-level fighter, then let's make the fight happen. And Ryan Garcia proceeded to tell the boxing world and Isaac Cruz that he had nothing but interest in fighting Isaac Cruz, and let's make the fight happen, and sign the contract. He sent Isaac Cruz the contract. Nonetheless, that wasn't the case. We know that that wasn't the truth. So that didn't come to fruition. And Isaac Cruz called his bluff and stated that we'll draw up a contract and send it to you. And that didn't happen. Okay, they didn't accept. And so then he stated that he could possibly face former IBF super featherweight world champion superstar boxer Tevin Farmer, and that didn't come to fruition. So Ryan Garcia has been playing merry-go-round with all of these boxers, doing everything but boxing, and now he's decided to change his trainer in Eddy Reynoso, who's a great trainer, who's seen as one of the best trainers in the sport of boxing, well-renowned trainer, but they take things serious down in Canelo Alvarez, Eddy Reynoso's gym, okay? And so with that said, Ryan Garcia he gets his popularity and his name all for the fact that Ryan Garcia has, 8 million social media followings. He has a big social media following, and that's what gets Ryan Garcia essentially, all the popularity and attention that he garners, okay? So Ryan Garcia has one big fight in his career against Luke Campbell, which he was flawed in that fight. Now, he did face the adversity. He got up and he stopped Luke Campbell. But Ryan Garcia was overly joyed with the fact that he got flawed in the fight, and he wanted to tell the world that and show the boxing world that, listen, I am a true fighter. I could get flawed. I could get back up. I could face adversity and still, get up and define the odds, okay? And so Ryan Garcia, he stated that he was just proud to have faced adversity and prove to the fans that he's indeed a true boxer, and he could take a punch, he could get up off the canvas, and he could still make things happen, okay? Ryan Garcia, he stated that I'm a boxer first, not a social media Instagram model, that take the sport of boxing serious, but it just doesn't come off that he takes the sport of boxing very serious, okay? And so with that said, now Ryan Garcia is switching his trainer back to Joe Goosen. Now, Joe Goosen is a Hall of Fame trainer. He's a well-renowned trainer, but the way that things are perceived in that gym down with with Canelo Alvarez, Eddy Reynoso, Oscar Valdez, those guys take the sport of boxing serious. They're always in the gym. They're always training. They're always focusing on their craft. They're not focusing on social media. They're focusing on their legacy and winning actual boxing matches, something that Ryan Garcia just simply just doesn't show much interest in doing, okay? And so now it's abundantly clear the comments made by Canelo Alvarez bothered Ryan Garcia, because there's simply no reason why Ryan Garcia is switching trainers at this stage in his career, seeing as though he hasn't fought. Now, you can look at it from the standpoint of, Eddy Reynoso. He has, a lot of fighters in his stable. He has Frank Sanchez. He has Andy Ruiz Jr. He has Oscar Valdez. He has Canelo Alvarez. All of these guys are promising, or at least world champions. Andy Ruiz is a world champion. Canelo is a world champion. Speedy Rashidi Ellis, his career seems promising. The future bright. Oscar Valdez is a champion going into a big fight. Everybody, their whole makeup is complete opposite of that of what Ryan Garcia does and how he carries himself as an athlete in the sport of boxing. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. Will this benefit Ryan Garcia? But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Hi, my name is Heather the Heat Hardy, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.